If you had told me a few years ago that getting laid off would eventually lead me to generating over $20,000 online, I probably would have laughed. Because when it happened, I wasn't thinking about building a business. I wasn't thinking about passive income. I was thinking about how in the world were we going to replace that income that I just lost? If you're new to this channel, my name is Carrie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom of three, and after nearly 2 decades in education and customer success, I suddenly found myself wondering what came next. So I started looking for a side hustle, of course, not the kind that required inventory or parties or working another job after work. I wanted something super flexible, all about simplicity, something I could build in the pockets of time around my family and my full-time job. After trying a lot of things that didn't work, I found about 5 that did. In today's video, I'm going to share the 5 easy side hustles I found after being laid off, exactly how they work, and how much you can realistically make from each one. These are all the same side hustles that helped me generate over $20,000 online so far, including more than $3,000 in my first 2 weeks while still working a full-time job. And the one that surprised me the most is not the one you'd expect. So stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to start, even if you are super busy, overwhelmed, and wondering how you're supposed to fit one more thing into your already full life. Sound like you? Then you're in the right place. Now let me back up just for a second. When I got laid off, it honestly felt like the rug had been pulled right out from under us. I remember laying awake at night wondering how we were going to replace that income. We were already feeling the pressure, and suddenly there was even less breathing room. I've tried a lot of side hustles over the years, and honestly, you've probably heard of some of them. Oh, I could go on and on. Let's see. Avon, I've done Etsy, print on demand. I've tried selling things online. Some worked a little bit, and honestly, I did really like and enjoy doing them, but most of them did not. And everything I'm about to share today are the side hustles that actually move the needle for me. And I learned every lesson the hard way, so hopefully you don't have to. Now, the very first one I'm going to share is the one that changed everything for me, and it's probably the one you've never heard explained in plain English. It's called digital marketing using something called MRR, or Master Resale Rights. Stay with me now because this is the one that helped me generate over $3,000 in my first 2 weeks, and it became the foundation for generating over $20,000 online. Here's what it actually means. Normally, if you want to sell a digital product online, you have to create it yourself. And if you've ever tried to build a course from scratch while raising kids, you know that idea dies on the to-do list real fast. With Master Resale Rights, you buy a digital product that's already made. That's right, it's already made and proven to sell. And you get the legal license to resell that exact product and keep 100% of the profit. And when I first heard that, I thought, wait, are you serious right now? You keep all of it, not a tiny commission, not pennies on the dollar, the whole entire thing. So let's talk numbers, because I know that's what you're wondering. These digital products often sell anywhere from around $100 to several $100s each. If you just sell one a week at $100, that's $400 a month. Sell a couple a week, that the kind that covers groceries, helps pay for summer camps, takes care of a car payment, or even the mortgage, or finally lets you stop stressing every time your phone buzzes with a bank notification. It helped me generate over $3,000 in my first 2 weeks and has gone on to help me generate over $20,000 online. Here's what I want you to hear. Mom to mom, parent to parent, person to person. I wasn't some experienced entrepreneur. I wasn't a marketing expert. I wasn't an influencer. I didn't even have a huge following. You know who I was? I was that busy working mom trying to create a little breathing room for my family. And the reason why this worked is because the system was already built. I just had to follow the steps. And I wasn't doing this with endless free time. I was doing it in the nooks and crannies of my day. I was doing it during my lunch break. I was doing a little bit before bed, maybe a little bit in the morning. You know, those little pockets of time us busy mamas know all too well. If you're sitting there and thinking, okay, Carrie, where do I even start? I've got you covered. I want you to take a minute before moving on, grab my free passive pay blueprint linked below. It's such a simple step-by-step roadmap I wish I'd had when I was trying to figure all of this out. Once I got comfortable reselling other people's products, something clicked and it opened a door. I did not see this coming. That's when I started creating my own digital products. But before you panic and click away, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you about a mistake that almost stopped me cold. So what is a digital product? A digital product is simply something you create once and sell it over and over again. So think of printables, templates, guides, checklists, workbooks, little tools that solve one specific problem. There's no inventory, there's no shipping, no boxes piling up in your garage. You create it one time and then you sell it. And then it can sell whether you're working, sleeping, or sitting in the carpool lane. It's a beautiful thing. But here's the mistake I almost made though. I almost created something that nobody actually wanted. And that's the difference between a product that sells and one that collects digital dust. The reason I love this income stream is because the margins are so good. When you create it yourself, you keep nearly all of every single sale. A simple digital product priced at $30 or $50 can add up quickly. Sell 10 a month, and that's $300 to $500 from something you created one time. And here's the secret. Don't create first. Definitely do your market research. Find out what people are already searching for. Find out what questions people are already asking, and then create the solution. That one shift changes everything. So if creating something feels overwhelming right now, don't overcomplicate it. You do not have to start here. This is step 2, not step 1. And you'll have the skills under your belt by the time you get there. If you've ever thought, I know I have something to offer, but I have no idea what I could actually sell, I'd love to invite you to my free Passions to Profit workshop. I'll walk you through the same process I used to identify the opportunities that were sitting right in front of me and help you uncover what that could look like for you too. Okay, now this next one is brand new. It's a little unexpected, and honestly, it might be the most fun one on this whole entire list. It's offering AI branding photo shoot services. And the first time I saw what this could do, I honestly could not believe it. Think about it. Businesses, realtors, coaches, and small business owners are all in need of professional looking photos. Here's the problem. The traditional photo shoots can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And today, AI tools can help create stunning headshots, product photos, branding images, and marketing graphics without expensive equipment or photography experiences. You learn from one tool, you practice one skill, and you help people create images that look like they hired a professional photographer. The wild part, most people still don't know this exists. There isn't nearly as much competition yet. The money can be surprisingly good because you're helping solve an expensive problem for a fraction of the cost. You might charge $50, $100 or more for a package of images. A handful of clients every month can create a nice side income stream. I know learning a new tool can feel intimidating. Believe me, the old version of me would have talked herself right out of it. But these tools are designed for regular people now, not tech experts. Start with one tool, one thing. Get a little better every week. You'll surprise yourself. I know I did. All right, side hustle number 4 is one you've probably heard of, but I bet you've heard it explained wrong. In fact, the way most people do this one is the exact reason it never makes them a dime. I did it the wrong way at first too, so let me save you that mistake. Let's talk about affiliate marketing. This simply means recommending products you already use and absolutely love. When someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. There's no inventory, no customer service, no product creation. You're simply sharing things that already help you. I already recommend tools like System.io, which is my one-stop shop for all the things business, and it's free, and Skool because I use them every single day. Affiliate marketing simply lets me earn the commission when someone decides to use the same tool that are already helping me run my business. The biggest mistake people make is trying to sell everything to everyone. That's not the goal. The goal is to recommend solutions to people who are already looking for them. The income here is usually a bonus stream rather than your primary one. But the beautiful thing is that it stacks. A few commissions here and a few commissions there, and over time, it starts adding up quietly in the background. Depending on the tools you recommend and how many people you're helping, this can grow from a few dollars to a few $100s a month, layered on top of everything else, all on autopilot. So don't put pressure on affiliate marketing to replace your income overnight. Let it be the cherry on top. Recommend products you genuinely use. Be very honest, be very helpful, and let those commissions build naturally over time. And honestly, this is where a lot of people get stuck. They're working hard, they're doing all the things, and still not seeing it come together because they're missing the system that connects it all. If that sounds familiar, I made a free training called The Missing Piece that walks through the hidden gaps most people spot. It's linked below. Now you've made it to the final side hustle, and this is the one that surprised me the most because I never expected the last one of my list to become the one that ties everything else together. It's building a community on Skool, and that's where the reoccurring income starts becoming possible. Skool is simply a platform where people come together around a shared goal, interest, or topic, and then members pay a monthly fee to be part of the community. You provide support, training, encouragement, accountability, resources. Think of it like a cozy online clubhouse. After spending nearly 20 years in education, this honestly felt like coming home because I get to teach and I get to encourage people and I get to help people take the next step. At the same time, it helps support my family too. What I love most about communities is that the income is recurring. Instead of waking up every day at zero, hoping to make a sale, you have members paying every single month. Even a small community of 50 people paying $20 a month creates $1,000 occurring income. As the community grows, so does the income. And the best part, you don't need a huge following. You don't need thousands of people. You simply need a handful of people you can genuinely help. Start small, serve well, and let it grow from there. Now, I want to hear from you. Out of all the 5 side hustles, digital marketing with MRR, your own digital products, AI photo shoot services, affiliate marketing, or building a Skool community, which one are you most excited to try first? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single comment and it helps me create future videos that actually support you where you are right now. Here's what I need you to hear before you go. I was exactly where you are right now. I was laid off. I was scared. I was wondering what came next. Convinced maybe I'd miss my chance. But every one of these income streams started with one small step, not a giant leap, not a perfect plan, just one small step. You are not too old, you are not too late, and you are absolutely not too far behind. You don't need to have everything figured out, you just need to take the next step. That's exactly what I did after being laid off, and one small step turned into another. What started as looking for a way to create breathing room for my family turned into more than $3,000 in my first 2 weeks and over $20,000 generated online so far. If I can build this in the pockets of my time, building an empire on my lunch break while working a full-time job and raising 3 kids, you surely can too. If today's video got your wheels turning, don't leave with just ideas. Grab my free passive pay blueprint below and let me show you how all the pieces fit together. Let's go build it together. Now that you know the 5 easy side hustles I found after getting laid off, you might be wondering how to take one of these and turn them into a steady hands-off income. That's exactly what I cover in my next video on how to start a passive income business in 2025 from zero. Even though we're in 2026, it definitely still applies. So go watch it next because when you pair what you just learned here with what's inside that video, the whole thing clicks into place and becomes way more powerful. Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.